Nation. You have this thing now going around now. I've seen it online that people openly talk about what they call yachting, which is nothing but celebrities and models and actors, singers, what have you, literally being paid to fornicate with wealthy men on yachts, basically floating diddy parties. And no one's offended, no one is outraged. Somehow for you, this is not disgusting. Because the lottery mentality of the West, you all hope to one day be one of those rich men on one of those yachts. Because you just take it as a given that this is the sort of thing that the rich get up to. And the only reason you don't get up to the same kind of debauchery and the same kind of predation as the rich is just because your finances prevent you. Not your morality, your finances. I mean, do you see how this looks to a Muslim? I mean, we see your social media platforms, Instagram, X, what have you, Facebook. These are largely being used just as delivery platforms, directing people to OnlyFans accounts or bookings for prostitutes. Your whole popular culture hypersexualizes women, glorifies violence, condones prostitution, promiscuity, drug use, drinking, pimping, gangsterism, and crime. And then you clutch your pearls in shock and disgust when one of you gets caught doing in real life what you always promoted in your songs and videos and movies. When you get caught acting in real life the same way that you acted on screen. When you get caught living the lifestyle that all of you tell each other is living the dream. Well, it looks to a Muslim like the only thing that you're actually offended about or outraged about is the getting caught part. But then, like I said, you just use those opportunities as a chance to pretend to be disgusted by the behavior of people whom you made rich because they promoted that same behavior in their songs and movies and videos. I mean, why weren't you disgusted by it when it was put to a beat? Why, if Diddy had released tapes of his parties in the form of music videos, his net worth would have tripled and he probably would have gotten a VMA award. Because the fact is, you approve of all this. You aspire to it. And in fact, that degenerate lifestyle, that predation, and that debauchery with impunity is actually the American dream. It's the colonizer, slave master, Western imperialist dream.
Shalom. Giving all praises to my Heavenly Father. His name is Yahweh Bashim, Hawashah Bashim Karkadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of New York and Connecticut, and peace and many salutations to you brothers that's toiled in the truth. This is a Middle Nation speaking on Diddy and the American Dream. And by the way, this is for fair use. It's for educational purposes only. I'm not monetizing this video to make any compensation. This is for spiritual education only. And what he said, I thought was very, very, very interesting. Not only interesting and true. You have a lot of people out there that have a false sense of outrage when it comes to Diddy, but on a very microscopic scale or level, people in general are engaged in the same activities. Think about it. People want to live a rock star mentality, especially in your 20s. You want to sleep with as much people as you can. You want to accumulate as much money as you can. And that's the dream. To live in debauchery. And it made me think to myself. It's a good thing that we don't have money. As ironic as it is, that money is a defense. And having abundance of money can be very advantageous, but it also could be detrimental to oneself. With a lot of money comes temptation of the world. And this world is filled with pleasing the flesh, with living a lifestyle of lewdness, man. Everything that we was taught here is contrary to the will of the Heavenly Father. And just listening to various videos, you know, it's amazing how, people will be so upset and outraged about certain things, and even get religious. I listened to this one cat, what's my man, Sidney Castro. Uh, he's actually from Fort Worth, but he's, a comedian um, that's pretty renowned in California, and he was talking about Diddy, and he was like, "Yeah, man, God humble him, things of that nature." And I was like, "Man, I thought someone said it's funny how people get so religious when it comes to, you know, uh, Diddy and him being judged. But what about the things that we do, that people do in their everyday lives, man? There's a lot of wickedness that people do, and a lot of wickedness that people condone, especially when it comes to sex. This place here worship sex, under the Hamitic gods, in particular under the Egyptian gods. So people do very wicked things to basically fulfill, that lust, or that worship, especially when it comes to men and women. As I listened to another cat, Corey Holcomb, he was just talking about um, this up and coming comedian. He was like, "Yeah, man, you better not bring your girl around, man. Shoot. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna smash her, but I ain't gonna try to smash her, but I will." I was like, now this is the guy that's supposed to be so deep and heavy, and so renowned for his wisdom, and calling out the wickedness in Hollywood, but he's a part of it. He's a part of it. He's a part of that wickedness, man. You know, the whoremonger culture, the pimp culture, and all that shit, man. Right? And again, it's a good thing. It's a good thing that Jake doesn't have money on this side, because we will be the biggest and the nastiest freaks out there, man. Not necessarily brothers in the camp. I'm not talking about. I'm just talking about Israel in general, man. Israel is the biggest American out there. Okay, so us having this beautiful knowledge, this is the really richest. I know it don't seem that way in the flesh sometimes. In the flesh we might be poor, but in spirit we're very, very rich, and that's where you want to be with Yahweh Shemashah. You want to be rich in the knowledge, rich in His understanding, right? So we could please Him, so we could live when He comes back. Okay, so let me get you some scriptures. I spoke a lot. Now let's get straight to it. Now it says Proverbs 19:1. Better is the poor that walk in integrity than he that is perverse in his lips and is a fool. So it's better for you to walk with integrity. That word integrity. Um, let's see if we can look it up. Let's see if we can look up that word integrity, just for edification. Okay. That word integrity is a noun that means having a strong moral principle and being honest, or adhering to a code of values, man. And our code of values is the scriptures, law, statutes, commandments, right? And the understanding of the implementation of the law, statutes, commandments, which that's what Yahweh Shai came to give us. You know what I'm saying? Having a code of conduct is so important, because this world and this code of conduct, especially for Jake, is always changing. Jake is basically the beginning, or used to push all types of wickedness, man. Okay, whether it be adultery, you got adultery in the songs, just blatant wickedness. Selling drugs is just wickedness. That's you know, that's witchcraft. And even the eternal lifestyle movement. Jake is at the forefront of that. Okay, And why is that? Because our people, they don't have integrity. They're chasing after money. When you'll do anything for cash, right? Man, you could do some very wicked things, man. And we've seen that time and time again. You know, this guy, Young Dolph, was killed for $500, bro. 500 measly dollars. You know, a man threw away his life and killed another man's life. Two people dead, and that goes on all the time in the hood. So having integrity, having these principles of the scriptures, that's where it's at, man. Not being a damn degenerate. Okay. Proverbs 28:3-6. A poor man that oppresses the poor is like a sweeping rain, which leaveth no food. And that's what you see in the hood, right? You see Jake stepping on one another. That's actually a term that Jake uses. Like, I'm gonna step on this nigga. You know, I'm gonna get over on this nigga. I'm gonna come cutthroat, right? To put themselves in a better position, and within them doing so, and guess what? You know, that area is dilapidated, man. Okay? They that forsake the law praise the wicked, but such as crown the law contend with them. That's right. So those that pray, that forsake the law, praise the wicked. This is what we see, right? When you tell a man, "Hey, man, I don't sleep with another man's woman," you know what I'm saying? You try to go in depth and explain why. I was like, hey, I don't want a man to do that to me. I had one Jake tell me, well, shoot, if a man could convince my girl, then shoot, he need to go ahead and take her, shoot, because like, that's not the point, dog. Right? That's not the point. You know, it's become a culture to be, a degenerate, bro. You know, a horror culture. You know, these women out here, it's cool to game on the man. These women, they got so many games in which they try to get money out of a man. You know, there comes you complaining about another man that they that they probably got over on, and you being simple minded, end up giving money, or a person being simple minded and giving them money. These women are lying, say that they're pregnant just to get abortion money, right? Get a quick $500 out of a man. You know what I'm saying? These women out here will use their children, as basically a way to get money out of a man, and keep the man away from the children, right? Totally breaking up the family nucleus, and leaving the kids in a compromising situation because they need that father figure, they need that guidance, and that's applauded here, man. Right? That's applauded here. You know, women are taught that they don't need a man, but yet you sleeping with them. You sleeping with several of them. You know, that's applauded here, and it leads to death. This is what so-called black culture produces, nothing but death, man. And the reason why is because our people praise wickedness. Okay, verse 5: Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek Yahweh will understand all things. This is us. We understand the will of the Heavenly Father. Better is the poor that walketh in his uprightness than he that is perverse in his ways, though he be rich. So it's better to be poor and be upright than to be rich and wicked, man. Right? We're in a better situation than P Diddy. We're in a better situation than a lot of these celebrities because we could tell the truth. When you get a certain amount of money, or you get in a situation where you could potentially get a certain amount of money, you will compromise yourself, man. Right? Say, for instance, you put yourself in a situation where you could be a CEO for an up and coming company, right? In the position that we're in now, you think you're gonna be at work talking about, Esau, Edom, and the destruction of this place? Nah, And if you got enough money, right, you're gonna try to have it to where certain YouTube pages that you own or shadow banned, you know. Why is that? Because you're trying to protect that bag, but you're not walking in uprightness, man. Okay. Isaiah 26:4-7. Trust in Yahweh forever. For in for the Lord Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh, is everlasting strength. For he bringeth down them that dwelleth on high, the lofty city. He layeth it low. He layeth it low, even on the ground. He bring it even to the dust. And we know that this place. This place is about to be brought very, very low, man. So trusting in this place, in his ways, is not going to be any avail for you, right? Monetarily speaking and spiritually speaking, man. Okay? Verse 6. The foot shall tread it down, even the feet of the poor and the steps of the needy. So it's going to come a time where it's going to be a paradigm shift. Those that once at the bottom but believed in Yahweh by Shem Yahshua, these are the people that's going to be reigning. But it takes faith. It takes faith to believe that, and it takes integrity to walk in that understanding. And the elect will do so, versus those that aren't of the elect. They will prefer the ways of the world versus the ways of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Okay? The way of the just is uprightness. Thou most upright doest wait the path of the just. That's right. So the Most High orders the steps of the just. And this is what you want. You don't want monetary gain or, immense monetary gain over the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, because we know that this money is nothing. The ways of the world are nothing, man. It leads to death. It leads to decadence. It leads to destruction. Okay? So we are in a better position than a billionaire. Prayers edifying. Shalom.